Good day everyone, welcome back to yet another exciting episode here on Juju 101. My name is Grace Munasha and I'm your host on this show. Welcome back. It's been a while since we posted, right? I'm sure you missed me. Well, okay, let's recap on what we talked about the last time. We were discussing Juju in relationships and courtship, and it was so hot in this place. But today, hey, watch out, I've got these beautiful, vibrant ladies to discuss peer pressure and link it with Juju, how people are being pressured into relationships and into situations that they themselves are not aware of, and they themselves don't even know the results that they will get from that. Please join us and take a seat and lean backwards and have fun with us right here on Juju 101. Ladies, please introduce yourselves.
Hi everyone, my name is Michelle. I'm doing sociology part 4-2.
Hi everyone, my name is Brenda. I'm doing sociology part 4-2.
They're doing sociology for a reason, and watch out for this episode. Okay ladies, let's talk about the reason why we're here today, peer pressure. Can you tell us something about peer pressure?
Well, from my understanding, peer pressure is the pressure that we get from friends, family, surrounding, and people around us. I can say it is that zeal, that drive that makes you want to get something, even if which you cannot obtain it, but for the sake of being in that level, you know, being there. Yeah.
Okay. So peer pressure has led so many girls astray. Like, for example, at university, I'm going to church, I'm wearing my type of dresses, but when I get here, something changes, and this pressure, it comes mostly from friends. Can you elaborate on that? Because it destroys so many lives.
Yeah, for me I can say, you know, like Maui Varsity, we come from different families,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Some come from marriage families, some come from middle families, and others come from a family where their morals are but when you get to university, our lifestyle changes. There are some girls who are gospel, but when they get to varsity, you see them wearing those miniskirts and whatever so that they can fit in, you know, because you want to be accepted. You end up now trying to live a life in and then in the middle of that, you forget who you are. At the end of the day, you are the one who loses, but those other ones, why join lifestyle and call?
Yeah, because most of the time we don't even know where those monies are coming from.
Yes.
Some have blessers, some have rich families, like what she said. Yeah? But then people are being pressured even to be in relationships with a blesser, like our sugar daddies, or should I say amaduda abantu. Why? Because that husband of that man is taking care of you. What do you think about that?
I think it's not a good thing, because at the end of the day, we're not going to pass it on in Kushan. Number 2, one a child, as someone who can take care of. Number 3, there are so many things that can happen. Some they use Juju, so that man can lead you into something else.
Into something else that we don't even know. And for example, in Dota life, I learned this weight from you. What's that?
I believe Ulunyoga is that thing. Like, it's most common in Emakaya. Like, for example, I think I heard this guy saying, you know, if someone gets married, they protect their territory. You know,
okay.
Now you protect your territory. Want to, you know, those other things as Sunday.
Do we really need Juju to protect our territory, girls?
Well, culturally, people think Juju is needed because, I'm a girl these days, you know, sometimes marriage, you put your everything in it. Like, you invest like investment. Sometimes the one pants, they like from and then they make it up to the top together, and then they come win the rest of and tries to destroy it overnight. You know,
slay queen.
Exactly. My school fees come up slay queen. But slay queen needs a life.
She's getting everything.
Yeah, she gets the money, she gets the time, she gets everything. But when at the end of the day, as the wife at home, what do you get? In the day, we are maybe one weekend. You know, you don't get the time to spend in the day, because in the day already he has someone like you know, those lay queens. I think lifestyle I will see, and the wife at home, I think even our humble beginnings, you know, they try to match up the roles of a wife, and they forget to also they need to be pressure in the bedroom, like, but then 2K, yeah, I'm a 2K, I was always,
I'm a 2K.
I'm a 2K. They're good at this thing. So, at the end of the day, you lose someone. They lose in the diagonal 2K. So I believe some people will try to protect their territory. At the end of the day, we the 2Ks. Anyway, I'm not a 2K.
Yeah, okay.
Then the 2Ks, at the end of the day, they get things like ulunyoha, not like uchiabulufuna, but because of the pressure that you get from friends. Oh, me go Louis Vuitton today. I don't have the Louis Vuitton.
I'm more installation. I'm pay pressure.
I'm a closure. Those closure wigs.
Yes.
Now we fully closure. You the standard closure. That we full. At the end of the day, now you'll be like, it won't kill me. It won't. Let me try once. Then I'll get out, I'll do it for this man. But then in lifestyle and corner, it starts like at the end of the day you can control yourself. So sometimes I will have paid. There's a scenario where a girl, I won't mention the name, got the disease. And trust me guys, it's not medical disease. She went to the hospital, everything. But especially they say there is no one open to a pill like
what would they pay to down there?
Yeah, they was in pay down there, it was a church girl, but and close information,
okay.
Those close things, but they say as kitty as a very case, but as kitty down there. So at the end of the day, we can say was yes, but also maybe the girl she attempted the wrong guy or
didn't match up or something like that. Do you think it's worth it to have that indoda yomuntu or that blesser blessing you and getting such things in your life?
No, I don't think it's worth it. Considering what Michi was saying, he was talking about the ulunyoka. So most of those diseases they cannot be healed medically.
Okay.
You have to look for a traditional healer or a person, and sometimes it's even irreversible.
Okay.
So you see, it's not even worth it.
Even these things like you maybe you bleed after sleeping with that husband of that married man, sorry, and then you bleed, and some of these things they're not natural. Even the prophets don't even know the answers to that.
Yes.
So why do people still use Juju when such results come?
They're trying to protect their territories.
Using the Juju.
They realize if they can compete, they can't compete with the 2Ks. They're old, and the only way to protect their territory is to use Juju.
Okay, I think we get peer pressure from as abantu abadala emakhaya ukuthi umntu mina to keep my husband I do this, and then now I get pressurized to learn I want the same for my marriage. At the end of the day, peer pressure makes you end up doing things like Juju. I want him to. Yeah,
that's true. Because normally, Juju as policiers, we get it from someone else. I had those bad. But it doesn't work for everyone, does it?
No, it doesn't work for everyone. Okay, I'll let Brenda speak first.
Okay, in most scenarios, our aunt we sometimes go to our aunties or our gogos to look for advice. That's when they introduce these Juju things. And then we trust them, we believe they know better than us because
they are older and wisdom. But then sometimes, especially like in school, can we say what people are using Juju for marriage or something like that? Because we find out I have my so many groceries and stuff. When now you're coming from a humble family, you don't have that much, and then I tell you I have my boyfriend, and then you end up wanting to have a boyfriend. At some time, I feel like sometimes you also have to be single as girls and just learn to love yourself and grow yourself and then they can come later. What do you think about that? Because people are now in relationships that they don't want to be in, or they are not supposed to be in because of pressure. One boyfriend, what am I supposed to do? So I feel like lower self-esteem because they're not coming to me or something like that.
I believe, in pressure of these other roommates, whenever city there is that lifestyle, I have a boyfriend, he does this for me,
yes.
We go together DH, and then the other roommate doesn't have right? The three have my boyfriends and I don't have a boyfriend. At the end of the day, I will look like I'm stupid or there's something lacking in my life. Yes. At the end of the day, I won't date because I want to date. I will date because my friends are dating.
Yes.
You know,
which is a wrong thing to go into relationship with, because now your friends have pressurized you into a loveless relationship.
At the end of the day, that's when we get affected by these things. Guy, you know. Sometimes we get to learn with our married guys, you know. Some people come married already. As far as your girlfriend, like, by me, what advice, the pressure you pay. So I mean, at the end of the day, I try to match up the lifestyle. You know, at the end of the day, I talk to guys who date there are differences, but because you want to be like, I will fit in, you want to fit in. And I talk with the tattoo, guys, let me try and get the second one. Maybe it does it more likely, and then yes, sometimes you get the guy but there are consequences, guys. You know, I believe in my university students, we don't even test when we get into the relationship.
That's so true.
And then you know, like we get these scenarios of boyfriend, then now you don't even know what they test or anything. Where are they coming from? When allow you jump into it,
just imitate,
be sexually engaged. At the end of the day, you are the one being affected. Can get out of the situation clean, like nothing, and then just because you tried it once and it didn't go well for you. So I think the pressure sometimes they affect our lives in the long run. Yes, it might not affect you today, but in the long run, it was something that they will catch up with you.
And what about money? Girls being after money, especially in relationships, it's so common. When your boyfriend, because this guy is but you love him, and then you find me with my boyfriend, he buys me data, he takes me to the date, we're going, you know, I'm living the lifestyle. And then when you're not pressurized to dump that guy and go look for someone else who has the money, how do you think people should handle that situation?
I think you should first, before you do anything, you should think about the consequences of what you are doing. Because most of the girls, they don't think about the consequences, they're thinking about
the benefits. For now.
Before you do anything, you should look at the negative and the positive.
But do we do that though?
And there's no time for that, because what you are like looking for is just money, so that you can show them that I can do it. I can do it also. I can have more money than you. You have a boyfriend, then I can have a children and my boyfriend at the same time. At the end of the day, I might end up having an unwanted pregnancy,
in stuff like
leading to abortion, and then later in life, you might find yourself not having kids. You know.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been so hot right here. Please join us in the next segment. But as we wrap up this one, as Cardi B said, what matters to you today will not matter to you in 2 years to come or right after that. We can be university students right now, but what we see as life in this place will not matter in eyes 5 years from now or 2 years from now. Thank you. Welcome to our final segment, ladies and gentlemen. It's still hot right here with my beautiful ladies, Michelle and Brenda. Okay, so this topic, peer pressure, has been so hot. I hope people who are watching have learned something. And so just to wrap up, what do you have for us?
Well, for me, I can say, guys, don't forget where you come from. Like these things, like they are for a short while. If there's like you will never see it coming back to you. Like for this other girl, like why bleeder? She went to the hospital, she went everywhere, but it wasn't medical until like sometimes you calculate things and think, no man, this guy didn't come on its own, you know. And then she tried to find the person who was in the damn corner, and she was the one now running around. In the damn corner was nowhere to be seen. Like they won't even be attending to you anymore.
And until a friend in need is a friend indeed. And when you are now in need, they turn their backs on you. You'll be alone. And you remember that story of this guy who was looking for help on Facebook? Yeah, can you tell us about that and give us a
Okay, there's a story of there were 3 guys. They used to escort people to the other side of the border in South Africa. So one day they made a lady. They told her that they would assist him actually. So Tata bahamba naye. So if we get to the other side, bamthatha izinto zakhe, bamrepa. And sebemrepile, nje umfazi wano wakhala try to fight for your life, but you wayehluleka. What wesuka khona amadoda lana ayi-3 omnye waxasa ukuphuma ama-worms like from emzimbeni wasezama ukuthi ezilaphisa but bongasavumi vele. So yabona ezinye izinto esizenzayo nge-pressure, at the end of the day it's not worth it.
It's not worth
like
it.
Always remember ukuthi what you do today will catch up with you tomorrow.
Yes, you reap what you sow.
They affect us. Like for example, umuntu yamnikula kulunyuka la ngikhona, I don't even know inyanga ngikhona, people die. You know, they die, or Suzame khona lokho, it affects your husband at the end of the day, or even he dies in the process. How would you feel afterwards? You know, the pressure even you do the way you want to be like comforted, because like already the family I get to render and take care of, but when now you'll be alone, even kids are an effect of ama blazer, HIV and AIDS, ama STIs, and unwanted pregnancies, or even at the end of the day, because Polanla is also a father in his house. That's what he won't marry you at the end of the day. So I think, yeah, from that we can get something.
Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you so much. I hope you had fun in this episode. Me too. I learned a lot, especially the part where you said what you do today, no matter how many years it has sustained you, like this guy you're talking about. Now he's suffering. So is it worth it to go out of our morals because of pressure from friends, from our surroundings, and do things that we're not supposed to do, and end up in situations that even the doctor cannot take care of us? Ask yourself that, and when you sleep, please make sure you have peace of mind. Thank you so much. Until next time, my name is Grace Juju.